Okay, so we're going to do a diagnosis now and pull the codes and see what codes are coming up for this timing chain stretch. So I'll just get the car started and hook the app up. You see there, we've got the check engine light. We'll just pull the codes. So that's the two codes we've got. I'll put up a screen grab of what those codes mean, and we'll have a look at that. So the code P0017 relates to the crankshaft position, camshaft position correlation in bank 1, which is the driver side. Sensor B is the exhaust cam. So this just comes up when the variation of the timing is 10 degrees, more than 10 degrees out. A lot of people replace their sensors thinking it's those, but in the VEs it's most likely to be stretched chain, as in this case. So this next code, P0008, is to do with the engine position system in bank 1, which is the same bank as the previous code. It just indicates that the PCM has detected a misalignment in the camshafts. So obviously another code to show that the timing chain is definitely stretched. So now that we've explained those codes, we'll just go out and over and start taking it apart. Okay, so you want to start off by removing your air intake. That's a 7mm for the clamps here. That's your intake on. Now you want to take off your plenum. It's a 13mm. Just take this off. And there's one more right down the back. Just take them all out. So now you want to unplug everything from the plenum here. So we're going to start off with the throttle body. See this grey tab here? You just pull him back. Then you push the button underneath. And that should slide out. I'll just show you that again. There's a grey tape here, you pull it back, then you push that button, and that plug will come out of the throttle body. So now we want to remove these breather hoses. There's one on this side, just slips off, one on that side, but also that slips off. And then right down the back there, there's another plug. That's the manifold air pressure sensor. So let's unplug it. There we go. And then you want to undo this brake booster hose here. So you need to undo this clamp, and that will pull off. Alright, now that all those things are unplugged, the manifold's ready to come out. Actually, I need to undo this bolt here to release that cable. Pop that bolt back in there. Don't lose it. There it is. See there? That's a manifold. Now what we want to do is undo all the coils, get them off the rocker covers. They're a 13mm as well. Taking that off. Get all these coils out of the way. I'll just unplug those to get them out of the way. So to get these coils off, the same trick, you pull the grey slider off, and then you push the button. That should tell it off. Okay, now that all the coils are out of the way, what you want to do is get these looms off the covers. All you got to do is just pull it out of the holes, like that. Now you just want to unplug the battery because you want to be undoing some of these wiring links down here. They go to the ECU. So just to not upset it, I'm just going to unplug the battery now, and then we can get to those. Okay, now that the battery's unplugged, we can get to unplugging all those wiring looms. Now to get to that last wire that's going down there, we need to unbolt this bracket here. And I've got a 14mm here. I'll just put that bolt back in there. And we're going to unplug that last sensor. That. Now I can do the same thing to the other side. Just unplug everything so that we can get that loom out of the way. Now with the 10mm socket we're going to remove those rocker covers, and I don't think it's going to look pretty under there. I'm not too sure about the history of this car, but I'm not expecting it to look very pretty under there. So we'll get our 10mm. And we'll get to opening this rocker cover, both of them actually. I'm also going to have to remove the upper manifold here, the middle manifold there, to get the rocker covers out. So to get that manifold off, it's a 13mm. So now we can get this middle manifold off. Just put it to the side. I'm going to put some more paper down into the intakes there, just to start pulling into the engine. Now we can see what looks underneath here. underneath it. This side doesn't actually look that bad. I was expecting it to be worse than that, but it looks pretty clean in there. No sludge on this side, which is good. We'll just move this rubber out of the way. It's pretty clean in there. The chain on this side is not too bad, but we're still going to replace the whole lot. So let's see what the other side looks like. So to undo that, I'm just going to move this to this side, and then I'm just going to undo all these bolts again on this side, and then we'll see how loose the chain is on this side. Now on these engines, this bank's usually the worst bank because it's got the smallest breather, and what the code is showing that this side is the one that's out of time. So we'll get this cover off and have a look, shall we? You can see this side's a little bit darker than the other side. There you go. But it's not that bad. This engine's actually healthier than I thought it would be. So there you can see the difference. This side of the engine's a bit darker, that side's way lighter. If I zoom out a bit, you can see the difference there. So as you can see here, the timing marks on the top are lining up. So you got that mark there, with that dot right there, and the inlet one is lining up as well. So you got the mark there, and the dot right underneath it. And then on this bank, it's the same story. The top mark next to the dot, on the other side, top mark next to the dot as well. But yeah, I'm still going to replace those chains, so stay tuned for the next video where I'll be taking the front timing cover off and getting to the bottom of those chains. But yeah, they still seem a bit, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's loose or what, but if it was the same on both sides. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and I'll keep them videos coming up for you.